What's on, ladies and gentlemen? My name's Ross, I like games, and today we've got the Azurite Sea starter decks. The lovely folks over at Ravensburger sent these to us as an early preview. Shout out to Ravensburger, ad, gifted, all of that good stuff. You know the deal. We've been very honest here. These were sent to us by Ravensburger because they're lovely, and I'm very happy about this. And these are, by my calculations, 18 days early. A little bit low, there we go. 18 days early, how cool is that? These are releasing, obviously, Azurite Sea comes out in hobby stores on the 15th of November. That is 2 weeks on Friday. And then mass market 10 days after that. But for now, we've got these. And this is actually my second Lorcana video of the day. Earlier today, I showed you the first Enchanted from the set, Basil, which although it is the first Enchanted that was shown off, which I'm delighted about. If you haven't seen that already, please go and check that out. I'm very proud of that video. But today, we've got starter decks, press sample only, not for resale. That's right, I am press. What I really mean is there's no booster pack in there, but if there was, maybe I'd end up stepping on somebody else's reveal, so I can kind of understand why, we're not getting a bonus booster pack, and that's okay. What we are getting are the 2 starter decks very early, which means I can sit down and start having a play with these bad boys. We're going to start off with this one. It is Emerald Sapphire, which, interestingly enough, is exactly the ink combination that you would be playing Basil in, because, well, he gets to discard cards when you add an extra card to your inkwell, and that's what Sapphire does. Right. So, one of the things I think we always need to give love to Ravensburger for here. They don't use plastic packaging like ever, which is awesome. We've got the usual thing. We've got our quick start rules here to help you learn the game. We've got some counters kind of inside the packaging here, really as part of the packaging. We've got ourselves a little playmat here, which we obviously don't need because we've got the Winnie the Pooh Honey Wizard playmat, and this is all kind of awesome. But really, it's about the deck. Things I like about Disney Lorcana starter decks, well, there's several, but my 2 main things I like are guaranteed foil cards and the extra booster pack. It makes them really worth buying. We don't get exclusive cards in Disney Lorcana starter decks, but we do get guaranteed foils and, what's the word I'm looking for here? And starter deck and booster packs, which is cool. So we have Foil Super Rare Gadget Hack Wrench, one of the first cards shown off from the set. And your quest for free, and if you've got 3 or more items in play, you pay 1 less to play Inventor characters. Very cool. The other foil here is Go Go Tomago. I actually watched Big Hero 6 with my kids on Saturday. Film totally holds up. Love that film. But you've got Evasive, and when you play this character, you can pay 2 to gain lore equal to the damage on chosen opposing character. Could be huge in the right build. And we know Emerald does like to ping. So those are our foil cards. What else have we got here? Well, we got Goofy Expert Shipmate. It's got Ward, it quests for free, and whenever it quests, you give a chosen character Ward. That seems pretty good. We've got ourselves, You Came Back! Free cost, ready chosen character. It's not inkable, but very important to note, doesn't say you can't quest. A lot of cards at ready say you can't quest next turn. This doesn't say that. We got Hero Hamada. I need to upgrade all of you. Everyone gets resist. And then you can pay 2 to look at the top card of your deck and put it at the top or bottom for a bit of consistency. Baymax! No power here, no strength, which makes perfect sense. But your quest for 2. And if you've got an Inventor character in play, it's actually a 2-cost inkable. And you can pay 2 to remove a damage from a chosen character. It's brilliant. We got the Clarabelle from set 5. That one's not new. And we got another copy of that one. We got Honey Lemon. 2-cost inkable, quest for 2. And when you play it, you can pay 2 to have each opponent choose and discard a card, which is clearly fun. And then another copy of Honey Lemon as well. We got Prince Philip. 3-cost inkable with Ward. The quest for 2. And then we got another one of those bad boys. We've got Megabots. I love the Megabots. 2-cost uninkable. Enters play exerted, but you can exert it to banish it and either banish an item or a damaged character. both of which are very good for 2 ink, and then a second copy of that. Emerald Chromicon from set 5, which we knew previously, second copy of that. Hero Armada, free cost, inkable. You can exert it and pay 2 to search your deck for an item or robot and put it on top of your deck. So either you'll draw it at the start of your next turn, or you have to be able to draw a card this turn. 2 copies of that one coming in here. 2 copies of Wasabi. He spilled Wasabi on his shirt 1 time. Yeah, that's all it takes, mate. When you play it, you can banish an item and its player gains 1 lore. Hi, Popsicle. And during this turn, this character gains evasive during your turn. What that means is you can challenge and take down evasive characters, but you do not actually get evasive, to protect yourself. Now, Hey, not so tricky chicken. We get a Hey every set. We now have a Hey in every ink, which makes me delighted. Does that mean we're done? 6 ink, 6 set, 6 Hey. Are we done, or are we just going to cycle around again? I need an answer to this question. But when you play this character, exert chosen opposing item, and it doesn't ready at the start of its next turn. And during your turn, this character gains evasive. So, same kind of thing. You can use it to take out an opponent, but not give yourself protection. Ludwig von Drake, we saw this popping up at the DLC in Birmingham. It's just got good stats for a vanilla card. That's where we are. Another copy of that. Pleakley, when you play this character, put chosen character of yours into your ink while face down and exerted. Great for, you got a little character, you play it, you get the skill initially, blah, 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 and then you end up inking it. I cannot be the only one that thinks that looks cool. Fred, I love this card, one of my favourite cards in the set. 1 cost inkable, 1/1, and then 1 lore. It's all 1s, right? But when this character is challenged, gain a lore. So either your opponent has to let you sit there questing, which is good. They have to actually use their own, they have to find some kind of skill or action card or whatever to get rid of you, which is good because they've had to expend resources. Or they challenge you and you gain 2 lore, which they're never actually going to do. So, yeah, Fred is awesome. Love me some Fred. We got 3 copies of that one. We got 3 copies of Fred. We got Stitch, 2 cost inkable, and you can pay 1 to get an extra strength. And we got a couple copies of that. Heathcliff. I love Heathcliff. That scene where they're all gearing up and testing their powers, one of the best scenes in there, in Big Hero 6. 4 cost inkable ward, and it quests for 2, and a second copy of Heathcliff. Alistair Cray. Same voice actor as Hey and like a million other Disney characters, if anyone's wondering. When you play it, if an opponent has an item, you gain a lore. Seems like it could be fun. 3 copies of that, it looks like. We got Basil Hypnotized Mouse, which you can then shift into my reveal from earlier. It's got evasive. That's what it's got. Dawson, 4 cost inkable, decent stats, not too bad. And then a second copy of that. Merriweather, when you play this character, you can pay 1 to give chosen character 2 extra strength. Heffalumps and Woozles, not from Big Hero 6. 2 cost inkable, chosen character cannot quest during their next turn, and you draw a card? Yes! That looks like a very powerful song. Yokai, massive spoiler for Big Hero 6 on this card, but it's a 1 cost inkable with decent stats, even if it is a massive spoiler. Institute of Technology, pay 1 to move there. Inventor characters get +1 willpower when you're there. But at the start of your turn, if you've got a character here, gain a lore. So passive lore, but only if you've got a character. Aunt Cass, I don't remember her being on a boat or something like this in the movie. I'm just putting that out there. But whenever you quest, chosen inventor gets +1 this turn, +1 lore. Which, I think is pretty good, honestly. Pretty good. 3 copies of that. Gadget Hack Wrench, the little one, 2 cost inkable with decent stats. We got ourselves 3 copies of that. Ben, 4 cost inkable with support, and it quests for 2. 3 copies of that. And then Baymax's healthcare chip. I'm not crying, you're crying. 10,000 medical procedures. You can exert it and either remove a damage from a character, or if you have a robot in play, remove up to 3 damage. It is an item that sits there in play, and if you've got a robot in play, you can, every turn, remove 3 damage from a character. in certain builds, in certain decks, that is going to be very, very good. If anybody's wondering, this is of the two starter decks, this is my favourite, purely because it's got Big Hero 6. And Big Hero 6, in my eyes, and I know they're all a bit modern, I'm sorry about that, but my favourite of the Disney films, it's Zootropolis, Moana, Wreck-It Ralph, Big Hero 6. You can see the style, you can see where I'm going with this. I like it. Now, this is Ruby Amber. No Mufasa, unfortunately. And then we've got the same kind of accessories we don't need to worry about. In the real, when you buy it from the store, there will be a booster pack in there. But because this is a press sample and reveal season is still ongoing, no booster pack. But we do have a foil super rare Jim Hawkins, bodyguard. And then when you play this character, you can find any number of pirates from the top 4 cards of your deck to put in your hand. Pirate decks are coming. And we've got Tigger, who's got evasive. And when you play an action, this character gains 1 strength and 1 law this turn. It does not say the first time you play an action. It says whenever you play an action. Lots of actions. Tigger becomes a beast. So, we got Winnie the Pooh that's got support, and whenever you quest, you pay 1 less for the next pirate you play this turn. That seems like it's going to be great in pirate decks. Pooh Pirate Ship, a 1-cost item that you can exert and pay free to return a pirate character from your discard to your hand. That's going to help. Moana, Kakamora Leader, Shift 5, really nice stats here. But also when you play, you can move any number of your characters to the same location for free, gaining 1 lore for each character you moved. Go to the library so everyone draws a card at the start of your next turn, or you draw 1 for each character. There are a lot. This is expensive, but it's inkable. There's a lot you can do with Moana Kakamora Leader. People are going to make weird decks with this. Wendy Darling, whenever you have another pirate character in play, you get an extra strength and an extra lore when you quest. Plus it's got evasive. Owl, during your turn, whenever a card is put in your inkwell, you get to -1 strength to a character, which is nice. We've got a couple of those. Gopher, 4-cost inkable, 6 willpower, quest for 2. Fix-It Felix Jr., this is from set 5, we saw that previously. Rescue Rangers away, count the number of characters you have in play. Chosen character loses strength equal to that number until the start of your next turn. That could really hurt somebody. We got 2 copies of Amber Chronicon here, which again was from the previous set. John Darling, 2-cost inkable, 4 willpower. We have 3 copies of John. Kakamura, 4-cost uninkable with Rush and 5 strength. Only 2 willpower, admittedly, but 5 strength on Rush sounds good to me. Jasmine, Rebellion Princess, 3-cost inkable. Whenever this character quests, you gain 2 lore, obviously, and each opponent loses 1 lore. This is a card that when it hits the board, your opponent is definitely going after it. They are not going to ever let you quest with this card. John Silver, 4-cost uninkable, quest for 2, and whenever it quests, you can deal a damage to another chosen character of yours. If you do, ready that character and they're not able to quest. The Islands I Pulled from the Sea, it's a 3-cost song that lets you search for a location card. We don't have much search in Disney Lorcana. It is not a game in which you search very much. Being able to search any location, oh, people are going to love this card. Radigan's Party is from set 5. We've seen it previously. We've got ourselves a Rabbit, 1-cost inkable. And whenever you play, you can remove a damage from a chosen character. And we got 3 copies of Rabbit. We need your 1-cost, obviously. We got 100 Acre Island. Thematically, beautiful card. 100 Acre Wood, but now it's on an island. And during an opponent's turn, whenever a character is banished here, gain a lore. Love it. Absolutely love it. Think of things like Chernobog's Followers or Broom or something like that if you're willing to make an Amethyst Amber deck. Rue, I'm a pirate too. Basically, when you play it, you give a chosen character -2 strength until the start of your next turn. We have 3 copies of this bad boy. We have the other Fixer Felix Jr., but again, that was in set 5. I won't give in, I'm not going to sing, but I just told you I love Zootropolis. 2-cost inkable, return a character with a cost of 2 or less from your discard to your hand. It's a song, it's inkable, it gets your characters back. Love it. Rut was again from set 5, so we've seen this before, 2 copies of that. Took was from set 5, we've seen it before, 2 copies of that. Mickey Mouse Courageous Sailor. You can see the real theme coming through in this set, can't you? While this character is at a location, gains 2 strength, so it's a 4/4 at a location. 3 cost inkable, not too bad. We got Moana South-Taught Sailor, 1 cost inkable, but it cannot challenge unless you have a captain in play. But if you do, it's got 3 strength as a 1 cost. That'll do, pig. Michael Darling, 1 cost inkable, 2/2 is fine, decent stat line. 3 copies of that. Kakamura, 2 cost inkable. Whenever you play this character, you get to give a pirate evasive for a turn. Not too shabby. 3 copies of that. We've got Skull Rock. You gain 1 strength while you're there, and at the start of your turn, if you have a pirate here, gain 1 lore. Again, passive lore, but you've got to work for it. Ratigan is from set 5, so we've seen that previously. And then we finish with Lead the Way, 2 copies of your characters gain +2 strength this turn as a 2 cost inkable. And it says your characters. All of them. All of your characters. Again, can't be the only one that thinks that looks kind of fun. I'm going to try and convince my wife later that we need to sit and play with these new Lorcana decks because, look, we've got Azurite Sea. I want to get these new decks to the table as fast as possible, but I also wanted to share them with you and give a shout out to Ravensburger for sending them along. But I think I've done that all now, so now it's over to you guys. Which of these 2 decks do you think looks the best? Tell me which ones you're going to be picking up in the comment section. Get us! Be nice! And then the usual deal, comment, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Thank you very much for watching. My name's Ross, and you've been watching Rossy Plays. Bye.